to support the librarians who are trying to do their job, and they're being thwarted in that by the director, who's being supported by the trustees, except for 2 trustees who see what really is going on. The trustees are allowing the director to alter things she shouldn't be altering. For example, I'm in the book club, and we're not allowed to use the Zoom platform. No reason. I have tried to contact the director numerous times and never get a response, and she lies, basically. And I want her out, but mostly we want answers, and we want the mayor to do his job as well and look out for the people of Woburn. We're the taxpayers, and we want answers.
And there's no community input. There's no input into how things
Say it again.
There's no input from the community into how things are done at the library, or what programs are offered, online programs. It's just everything is decided by Bonnie. I mean, it just seems that this is supposed to be our library, and we don't feel we have any say in what's been happening.
She's trying to get all the librarians to quit by making working conditions unbearable. And some of them already have, because they can't stand it.
How do you know that?
I've talked to some of the librarians,
okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's a toxic work environment now. And
they're not allowed to work in the areas where their expertise is. They're moved all around. Their schedules are,
Why is that? Do you know?
I think to drive them out. I can't think of any other reason.
Because we can't get any answers.
She wants to bring in her own staff, is what I think.
And that's just guessing. We don't know, because she doesn't talk to anyone.
Communicate. There's no communication.
Yeah. Okay. And the people, when you walk into the library, because of the pandemic, of course, someone has to be in the front to make sure people are wearing masks, people are signing in so they can do contact tracing, and the same person has to stand there for their entire shift. No going off, no breaks.
Initially, they weren't allowed to use the bathroom.
Initially, they couldn't use the bathroom.
Until they complained about that, which is crazy.
Yeah. But it's a terrible working environment, and of course it's affecting the patrons as well, because they come in and they're like, what's going on in here? And it's affecting the whole city, sorry.
So why are you here?
Yeah.
I'm here because I'm really frustrated with the management of the library, and since June I've been reaching out to the mayor asking how to express those concerns. He has directed us all to Bonnie Rolson, the director. She has not been responsive. After my first few emails went unreturned, he offered to schedule a phone call for the 2 of us. I did it at a time that she chose. I made arrangements for childcare for my 2 kids so that I could be available on her schedule. She canceled with 6 minutes notice.
Oh, really?
And she asked me instead to email her my questions, which I had already done multiple times, but I did again. And that was in June, and I have still not received a single answer to a single question. Most recently, I've decided to address my concerns with the trustees board, because as you can see, the trustees' first loyalty is to the community that it serves. So I sent the board an email asking for their intervention and their help in directing Bonnie to respond to the questions. I got a response back from Jan Rabbit, the president of the board, saying that she feels that I've been answered in a satisfactory manner, that the library cannot waste any more time or resources on me, and that she hopes that I will be a more constructive library user in the future. I wrote back letting her know that I'm confused how she thinks I've been answered in a satisfactory manner, when the reality is I've received no response whatsoever. This is not a matter of me not being happy with the answers that I'm being given. I'm getting no answers. The community is getting no answers.
No answers at all.
About 2 weeks ago, I spoke with Mayor Galvin again, primarily wondering whether he agreed with Ms. Rabbit's suggestion that I not contact Bonnie for future concerns, and he of course said no, continue contacting her. But he also suggested that if I have ideas for youth services programs, that I should send them to Bonnie. He asked me if I had any ideas. I gave him a few of my ideas. He said those sound great, send them to Bonnie. So I've sent her now 6 or 7 or 8 suggestions, asking for her feedback, asking if they're feasible, asking, for example, are the 3D printers still being used to produce PPE, or could we begin using them for community program again? No responses. No response whatsoever. I really want to emphasize, it is not a matter of us not being happy with the answers we are being given. We are being given no answers. We are the taxpayers whose taxes support this library. We clearly care very deeply about it. These guys care very deeply about it, but we're getting no response whatsoever.
So why did you come out here today to this library rally?
I just want to support everyone who's advocating for the removal of the library director, and to reevaluate the nature of how our library administration works, where we have lifetime appointees to our board and things like that. Doesn't seem like it's been very effective in recent years. So that's it.